Welcome to Nashville, Tennessee, First Bank Stadium, home to the Commodores of Vanderbilt. As we'll see a squad from the back, the Iowa Hawkeyes, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Vanderbilt Commodores. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Hawkeyes will get us started with the opening kickoff. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So the Vanderbilt Commodores offense will start this game off. And David, we've got a quarterback today who's been known for making enough plays when his team needs them.
Yeah, and listen, he's a guy that this offense is built around him. But, Jesse, he's not the guy that's going to take over. He needs the running game to get going. He needs the passing game. He needs a little bit of balance. Really good football player, but he needs the help of the quality teammates around him.
Yeah, you're right. I think the one thing we've seen with this guy is he's got to get into a rhythm in games early, right? And so whether it's running the football or getting a few completions early to get his confidence going, because once that happens, he's very, very good.
And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. To the air, it's good. Connection to the right. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Got the first down and more. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got to burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Makes the grab. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
A pickup of 8. First down, Commodores.
The Commodores will line it up on 1st and 10. Give to the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Wants to go up top. It's complete. He'll be knocked out of bounds at the 29. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Gives it on the option. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
They'll move the wide receiver. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Commodores. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Man, it doesn't get any better than that. You script the first 10 plays, that was 10 plays. That was perfection. That was a touchdown. That's called good scouting, being ready for the football game, and executing to a T to start this game off.
From inside his own 15, looking for room. So the Iowa Hawkeyes offense has its first opportunity of the day. The give to the left. And the good news for the offense, there's nowhere to go from here but forward. No gain on the first play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Hand off from the shotgun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get those running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. And the Hawkeyes line up to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He only needs a sliver of daylight. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Looking to pass. It's good. Quick completion on the out. He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Offense in an empty set. He's looking to throw. And he's knocked down.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Got his man. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the 2nd drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Throws to the wideout. Working on the right. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here.
As a head coach, you love to see your quarterback locked in early in games. And in the first drive, leads the offense down to a touchdown, throws a TD pass, and here he is again, making a really good decision and a very accurate throw to pick up that first down.
He's got his man. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking to throw, it's good. Working that left side now. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Gives it on the option. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. The Hawkeyes can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
And the Hawkeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. He'll keep it himself. There he goes. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Off the bootleg and rolling out. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. So far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. Well, guys, Vanderbilt has the lead here as the quarter comes to a close. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. The Hawkeyes will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A high kick trying to pin them deep. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. A bit frustrating to miss that short field goal the last time they had it, but this time around, see if they can redeem themselves. Makes the catch. It's Cochran. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's at the 10. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now, 1st and goal.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Wants to adjust the pattern. 2 of their 3 red zone trips have come up empty. They'd like to punch it in here on 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
Now listen, the defense won that play. As an offense here, the key, David, you can't go back-to-back negative plays. You got to be smart with the football here. Looks like you're going to have to throw it. You just can't force it. You got to make sure you're playing with that clock in your head. You can't take a sack.
And I think this is a situation where I spread you out. I get more speed on the field. I make the defense declare. I see what they're in, but I'm definitely throwing the football.
Absolutely center cut. And they'll push that lead out a little further. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. Hauls it in. He picks up the first down, brought down, but not before he put that dude in a blender. And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. He'll pull it on the read.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And that's back-to-back games. This guy's notched a sack, starting to be a problem. A guy that's diagnosing passes, rushing the passer really, really well. This defense could use this guy's production consistently.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And the defense just gets their 4th sack of the day. And guess what? This offensive line, they gave up 4 last week too. So you need some consistency up front. Make sure you protect that QB that can make those big plays for you.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. Looking to throw, it's good. It's complete to the right.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
And the Commodores in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Cochran. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Listen, if I'm a QB, 2nd down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable 3rd down. But when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The Commodores will punt this one away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They've gotten very little done on their first 3 possessions, hoping this one will be more productive. The give from the gun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Hawkeyes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Hawkeyes come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Looking for a gap. It's Winton. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. They bring the punter onto the field now. They'll have to punt for the 4th time today. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. He'll call for the fair catch here. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And the Commodores line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Dropping back, it's good. A shot toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown Doors!
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the 1st half, but this unit looks dialed in.
And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. On to attempt to try. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, one of the biggest games of the week is playing out right now. Let's check in on this top 25 battle. UCF is currently trailing in this one, But I've seen crazier things inside the bounce house. Trust me when I tell you that. On the field and off it. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Oklahoma State. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Leaves it with the back. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Here's the pressure. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Hawkeyes will bring the punt team onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They'll go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And last week was great for this young man. But, man, again, showing you he can do it at a high level. Just working the whole field, using different guys. He is absolutely on fire right now.
Looking downfield, it's Good. Makes the catch. At the 35, he's open. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. The Commodores getting set on 1st and 10. Reads it, fires complete. Touchdown, Vandy. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Give to the running back. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Might as well stick with him. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. The Hawkeyes want to crank the tempo. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Got it in the middle, it's Isaac. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a 1st down in the waning seconds of the half. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. Leaves it with the back. Look out, he's got room. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Wide open downfield. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. They've crossed midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him and forced him out of bounds, and no gain on the play. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking downfield very late in the half. just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more...
And they get him down for the sack, and they'll go to the locker room feeling good about their pass rush. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. We're just about ready to start the second half. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Iowa has the ball back on offense. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4 downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Finds his man down the middle. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
It's hard for an offense to win when you get in predictable situations. What a great job understanding where the first down marker is. Got to get a big gain, got to get that first down. Nice job, great nose for the first down.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Got him downfield. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. And the Hawkeyes are on the move. Wants to throw on first down. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
You know, I really like this QB running with football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. The Hawkeyes send out the punt unit. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Scanning the field, it's Good. That's caught. It's Jones. Still running at the 40. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly to the tight end. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. So now it's 2nd and long. Rides the back and leaves it. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling a rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. I haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a third down stop. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. Never a doubt. And that lead grows even bigger.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50 plus, and he did it with ease.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Zings it complete to the right. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. And the Hawkeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Now the play fake. That's caught. It's Keene. Works his way out to the 36-yard line before being pushed out of bounds. What's old is new in offensive football. The return, at least on that play, of the pass-catching fullback.
Yeah, you used to see this all the time back in the day. Fullbacks used to play all the time. Now,
it's a running room. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
You cannot let that happen to you defensively. That is the definition of getting gashed. They didn't have one guy in their front 7 even get a finger on that guy.
Looking to throw. They're setting up the screen. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Hawkeyes!
And they cap off the drive with a touchdown, throwing the football. In the last play, they got the explosive. They get right back to the line of scrimmage and dial up another one. Great work by the quarterback and his target being on the same page. These last 2 plays, throwing the football, man, it doesn't get any better than that.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll try the run. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
and I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
At the 36. First down, Commodores.
Ready to fire from the pistol. Looking to throw, it's Good. Finds the tight end. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. You want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. The give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Turning it on! Gets away from one, finds some space. Touchdown Vanderbilt! And the beatdown has ensued.
And another good touchdown drive by this offense. And how about the start to the season? Blowout win in game 1. Blowout win looking like in game 2. This unit's clicking. They're looking like a team that will be reckoned with when the playoffs start late in the year.
34, Iowa, 7.
From inside the 15, here comes the return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays. Everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36. First and 10 coming up.
First down for the offense.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. To the ground, he's got it again. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him one to the 23. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Working that left side. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. The Hawkeyes had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Touchdown, Iowa! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Yeah, nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling, and you're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. UTSA looked less like a pack of road runners and more like a group of road warriors in a solid victory. This team almost always plays tough in San Antonio, and today they found a way outside of the Alamo Dome.
Finds a soft spot in the middle.
All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Can't get him to the ground. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. And the Commodores are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Rides the back on the option, the give. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. The Commodores decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the big fella. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Let's see what they've got on second down. Gonna run it. It's Winton. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
And the Hawkeyes have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Right down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit, and they're still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Trying play action. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. And the defense was right there to make the tackle, but not before they get it to the 12 and set up in the red zone. The Hawkeyes started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. They're going to run it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Pressure coming. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. It's complete to the left. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. The give on the option. Got the 1st down. Looking for more. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few 1st downs, and get a W.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. The officials stopped the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. From the gun, running back gets the give. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. Punt is in the air on 4th down. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He wants a big play here late. Makes the grab on the right. Oh, he's got some space. He was on his way. He could smell it. He gets it inside the 10. They stop him at the 9. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. He'll set up to throw. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Hawkeye! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. It's a draw. Made a defender miss. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start...